You want to jump around like a mad wolf and want to ravage through your enemies with your werewolf with high attack speed and zooming around in the infernal hordes? So got a good shred alternative for you. The Shredslide Druid is a high mobility speed farmer in Diablo4 Season 5. So it doesn't has the damage potential like aceofspades, Stormslide Season5 Build, but it is still very good and is an active build that zooms around the map and has great AE potential. The huge downside is the single target and pit boss damage, but since infernal hordes are the far superior content in Season 5, it won't be an issue as long as you don't want to push deep into the pits. Currently, I finished infernal horde rank 6, but since most of my glyphs are not even level 20 yet and have really crap gear, you should have enough potential to clear rank 8. If you're min-maxing and want to kill the final council faster, you can have swap gear in your inventory and can equip an earthbreaker ring and cast landslide manually. So you'll also get the great single target from aceofspades build. But how does the build functions now? Cast Shred, and thanks to Aspect of Nature's Savagery, your Shred can also trigger Nature's Fury, and so you can cast landslides through your Shred. If you get really high attack speed in the late game, this will be strong because you will fire a lot of extra landslides. And then you also have the subterranean aspect that casts your landslide from your poison creeper. The cool thing is, thanks to the new buffed Storm's Companion, we can get up to 70% lucky chance to reset your companion skills after a crit. So if you have good gear, you can constantly reset your poison creeper and cast landslide. Thanks to your symbiotic aspect, every time when you trigger your Nature's Fury, your cooldown of your other bulwark will get reset, and it's based now on max life, so it's a really good defensive option. We also use the new Mjolnir ring and Cataclysm, and thanks to the inner beast Paragon node, we also have a great uptime on Cataclysm and nearly a zero cooldown. But in the ultra endgame with Uber gear and with a potential ring of starless skies, you can maybe switch out Cataclysm and the Mjolnir ring and replace it with Petrify and another offensive aspect. The last part and the best part is we're using shape-shifting buffs like Heightened Senses, Wild Heart Hunger or Quick Shift, because we're attacking with Shred, casting our Poison Creeper as human, and casting Earthen Bulwark as a werebear with Vasily Spray equipped. We don't need to force the buffs, they will just naturally come by themselves, so this is really player friendly and also huge quality of life. And we can also make use of Survival Instincts Paragon node. In the video I said it's not working, but after another test it indeed works. So the Shredslide is the perfect build for you to farm all kind with, and especially the infernal horde. Hey guys, what's up? Angling with another Diablo4 Druid build guide, and after the quick introduction where you should definitely choose the Shredslide Druid, we will gonna talk now about the skill tree, about our Paragon board, about some variations of my gear, and about our spirit boons. But before we're gonna head into the detailed version, just leave a like and a subscribe if you like my content in general, and also please leave a follow on Twitch if you want to. Always follow me for live updates on the Druid. So let's gonna start with our skills now. And at the moment we're gonna have Shred, we're gonna have Windshield is only for the build generation. It is at the moment the only problem because I didn't get some uniques yet. We're gonna talk about them in the gear section. And the Poison Creeper is our main source of damage. The Earthen Bulwark, Cataclysm and also Landslide. I will need this on the bar because so it can trigger our terror particles. And now we're gonna go into the skill tree. As I said, Windshield, just so you can get through your core skills. With your core skills, go for Landslide 5 points as also the Primal Landslide. So I'm trying out the Raging Landslide, but I still think the Primal Landslide is the better one because it does really much damage. Also, go for 3 points in Wild Impulses for more core skill damage, and also go for 5 points in the Lightning Storm. Why? Because, as I said in the introduction, we're gonna trigger it through Nature's Fury and our Subterranean aspect with our Poison Creeper, and this will get the Lightning Storm, the Earth bonuses, but also the Storm bonus, and it will be cast super often. I'm also thinking about going with the Unsung Ascetic Reps, but as I said, more in the gear section, and also for our Shred, go 1 point in normal Shred and also 1 point to primal Shred. It is our funnel to start our Nature's Fury. Don't take any points in here. We're gonna get our digital gate from our gear. For our defensive skills, go for Earthen Bulwark as also the enhanced Earthen Bulwark. We don't really need preserving Earthen Bulwark because we're already generating enough fortify through our safeguard. And also go for 1 point to Ancestral Fortitude as also 3 points into Vigilance because our symbiotic aspect can trigger Earthen Bulwark really often. And when you also fix your spirit problems, I mean, you don't even need Windshield any longer, and maybe if you play with Raging Landslide, you can also go for Cycle and Armor as also Bloodhowl, and for Bloodhowl we could also go for the attack speed route. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential in this build, and it's really amazing for the infernal hordes. For our companion skills, we're gonna get 1 point to poison creeper as also the enhance and the brutal poison creeper, so we're gonna have an extra 20% chance to hit them. And for wrath skills, we're gonna get 1 point in the elemental exposure, so we can get 3 points in the endless tempest. When you already have a higher uptime of cataclysm, then you have a cooldown, then just put the points of the endless tempest out and put them in somewhere else. Then also go for 3 points to crushing earth. There's also Stormguard and 1 point into Safeguard, so we always can have the nice 45 buff up. Also 1 point on Neurotoxin is also 3 points into Envenom. Don't take Toxic Claws, because we're always gonna poison the enemies through Poison Creeper. And for your ultimate skills, go for Cataclysm and also the Supreme Cataclysm. 3 points into Defiance as also 3 points into Defensive Posture for even more damage reduction. And also 3 points to Quick Shift, so we're gonna get a nice quick shift shapeshift damage buff up. And for a key passive, take the Nature's Fury, so this will enable our wall build. For your speed boons, go for the Weariness in your deer for more reduced damage from elites. For your eagle, go for Iron Feather as also the Aven Wrath for more life and also crit strike damage. For your wolf, go into Pack Leader. And for your snake, go for Calm Before the Storm, so we're going to reduce the cooldown of our Cataclysm through our Landslide and our Lightning Storm. The rotation is really cool. This is a really active build, because every time we are shape-shifting, we're gonna reduce the cooldown of our ultimate through Inner Beast. We are always trying to shape-shift our forms, as also through Vasilis Prayer. Our other Bulwark is now a werewolf skill, so we're constantly switching between werewolf, our human form, and our werewolf form, so we're triggering all of our effects we want. So let's gonna start. Just go in with Cataclysm. The best one is if you would get your buffs up, but just go for Cataclysm and then just always shed and keep your Poison Reaper and your other Bulwark on cooldown, and then just try to ham them too. As you can see, it is a really cool playstyle. It makes really much fun. And as you can see, also the Cataclysm gets resetted so quickly, so we have no spirit problems. For the gear, this is the setup which I will go into the endgame stages of the infernal hordes, like tier 7 and tier 8. There will be also a better version that is in my chapline, and then I will also put out an extra video, but that relies heavily onto the new item Crown of Illusion. It is really hard to compensate the resource cost, or also the Ring of Starless Skies and Harlequin Scratch, so this includes Uber Unix, but with this version you don't need any of the Uber Unix. You can just play this with your standard gear. So we haven't tried to get Vasilis Prayer. We don't get the bonus from our Survival Instinct. I tested it out. If we just get the Beer Tech with our Survival Instincts, and then we're also gonna get with Shed, you have to be in beer form, so you have to cast Landslide on your own. So this doesn't work, unfortunately. Other than that, it is such a great defensive item. It will give you so much max life, it will give you armor, and it will give you auto defensive posture. That's in total 21% damage reduction. That's really huge, with the greater affix even more. And you will also naturally reduce your 45 through your helmet, so you could potentially also put out this point from Safeguard and put it into something else. And also the willpower is really strong. I got even a greater affix on it, so it is really good to try to get willpower as a greater affix. For the chest, and I also tried out with Turret Smite, but we need to get the legendary chest, because it is our own spot where we can get symbiotic aspect to trigger our Bulwark, so we can get our defensive up and also our weapon shapeshift interaction, because through our Vasilis Prayer we're gonna shape the weapon when we're gonna shapeshift with the other Bulwark. So for your affixes, get willpower, max life, or ranks to death skills, and also armor. You can also get ranks to death skills. This would be also really good for your other Bulwark ranks. And for your temper, either get some resistance, so you will max your resistance, or just get some armor or max life and also get a chance to stun your enemies. It is really important. You need at least 8 ranks of masterwork to get your armor max with the chest, so this is really important. You can also try to get a great affix on your willpower. For your gloves, get the aspect of the aftershock, so your landslide will trigger a second time through your whole Poison Reaper interaction and also your werewolf interaction. And for your affix, try to get ranks to landslide or either ranks to core skills, because I will also try out Lightning Storm. We're going to produce a lot of Lightning Storm through our subterranean aspect, but I still don't know. But for the safe, I'll just go for attack speed, crit chance, and some ranks of landslide. And for tempers, go for damage to crowd control enemies and also a chance to freeze your enemies. For your pants, and these are the cool ones. These are Storm's Companion. I still don't know if I will still wear them at like Legion rank 7 or 8, but they're so good for our Shredslide because our pack leader spirit boon will get boosted so much up. Right now I have already 47% of my pack leader spirit boon, and I have a really crap stats. If I would have a greater affix on this pack leader spirit boon like hit chance, and I would also triple crit it would be around 200% of my luck hit bonus, and that would be around, I think, 60 to 70%. That would be really huge. So we'd constantly trigger our subterranean aspect, and this kind of relies on, so I'm playing around this unique. So yeah, the wolves attack speed and also the ranks wolves are garbage and also unique affix, but these two affix, the like hit chance and also damage reduction from close enemies, is really great. If you're down with Storm's Companion, you can also go for Diablo Druid. It is also good. So and now the Wild Heart Hunger, they're kind of mandatory. They're really good. They will give you so much damage. They will give you up to 60% damage. They will give you a shape-shifting attack speed, movement speed, cold resistance, heightened senses, all things we want to get because we try to ramp up our attack speed in the end game really fast. That's one problem that you have in the early game, that you don't have that much attack speed. But once you ramp up your attack speed, this will be a really wild, fast playing build. So try to get Wild Heart Hunger and also try to get a great affix on your shape-shifting attack speed. For your weapon, take a dagger because it has the faster attacks in the game, so we can trigger our natural fury often and we can attack faster, and we also have damage to close enemies, so we also boost our Thundersuck up to 60% and also get willpower with a great affix on it, and also max life. And if you want a more balanced version, then life on hit, or when you just want to go for full ham, then go for critical strike damage. And for tempers, go for damage to close enemies as also shred critical strike chance. Try to masterwork your damage to close enemies so you will get up to 60% of your Thunderstruck node. Also, as I showed you with my gloves with the crowd control damage, also try to get your damage to crowd control numbers up until you hit 60%. I think it will work if you just hit one temper with your dagger and also one or maybe two temper with one or two masterwork with your gloves. So with the amulet, I still have a secret one because I found this with my leveling part. Go for Envenom, go for Quick Shift. If you don't have either of those, just go for attack speed and crit chance, but try to get ultimately Envenom on it. It just boosts the damage so much. Also try to get damage to close enemies and also some Digitate Gate or even some Cataclysm cooldown reduction on it. And for your aspect, go for the aspect of natural balance, so it will boost up our Storm skills crit strike chance and also our Earth skills crit damage when we cast the Earth or Storm skill in advance for 6 seconds. Right now I still got my Storm strike to trigger the wall effect because I still have some resource cost problems. It will be fixed when I get my Ring of Starless Skies, or if I have just more Cataclysm cooldown reduction, so I will have 100% uptime. But you can also go with your Cyclone Armor if you don't have any spirit problems and just ditch your Storm Strike, and then you can just trigger your Cyclone Armor. It will deal the damage and then you will trigger this part also. So that's really nice. You don't need the spirit gain, just go with your Cyclone Armor. And on my weapon, we have just a aspect of changing depth at the moment, but I heard that this isn't really functioning, so I will maybe change this out for something like aspect of retaliation or maybe even some other thing. As I said, maybe we'll try out the unsung ascetic reps with some lightning storm, but just go for some big damage numbers on your weapon legendary aspect. So for our first ring, as I said, right now I got a legendary ring. Ultimately you want to have the Ring of Starless Skies. It's just our biz ring in game, but if you don't have it yet, try to get and ring with willpower, max life, and also like hit to make your enemies vulnerable. You can also get this on your gloves if you want, but we're also gonna make our enemies vulnerable with our Cataclysm and also get the 10% damage to close enemies and also Cataclysm cooldown reduction. This is really important, so our Cataclysm cooldown will go down. And for affix, as I said, chance to make the enemies vulnerable, also attack speed and crit chance. And for your aspect, go for the subterranean aspect. It is our main need, so we can trigger our whole nice interaction. And also for the second ring, go for the Mjolnir ring when you need this build, because I'm still playing around with no merely green and no cataclysm, and will go for petrify, but I need the Ring of Silent Skies for it, so I won't have the spirit problem. Try to get a greater affix on your willpower and crit chance. Also try to get your max cataclysm. And for your offhand, just go with your aspect of nature savagery, so it will trigger our own interaction, so we can trigger our nature's fury with our shred and trigger our landslides with our shred. And for your stats, go for willpower, max life, and also crit strike chance. You don't kinda need cooldown reduction, because we're gonna have max cooldown reduction with Harlequin's Crest. If you don't run Harlequin's Crest, then for sure you can go for some cooldown reduction. Or your temper, go for damage to crowd control enemies, shred critical strike chance. If you already have your max thunderstruck node and also your max thundervestation node through your masterworking stats, just go for werewolf attack speed. That will be the most important one. As I said in the beginning, I will also bring out the chapter that you can check up in the description. Also write down some questions in the comments down below, and there's also an ultra end game version. For your games, just go for whatever you want. You get your max res up, and for your armor, just go with some max life, or if you don't need max life, just go for some willpower. So for our Paragon world, I'm still crafting heavily around, trying some things out. For your first spot, go for territorial. We can get our thunderstruck node max. Maybe we can go also for some more points here so we can get this max, but yeah, we have to just play around of our tempers. And then for your second board, go for a thunderstruck board, as also the fang and claw cleave, so we'll get more damage when we're in werewolf form, so this is also really good. Try to go for some damage reduction nodes. For the next board, go for the item malice, that will take the road up to there and reach the Paragon from the other side. And also go for the earth and sky cleave for more nature magic skill damage. Then for your next spot, go for the constricting tendril spot and go and get your own magic cleave for more landslide damage against the bosses and also more life. For your second last spot, go for the inner beast spot. I did take this. Initially, I was not a fan of inner beast, but we're playing so much with our shape-shifting forms that it is kinda good. We're gonna get some nice resource cost reduction, as also nice cooldown reduction of our ultimate skills, and also go for the undaunted glyph for more damage reduction while you're fortified. And for your last spot, go for the earth and devastation node. Also try to get this to max rank. Go for damage to crowd control enemies, and also get your cleave for your spirit. This will be met when it's actually level 15. At the moment my cleaves are around level 1 to 15, and also maybe try to get this spot as your second last or even earlier, so we'll get the extra damage to crowd control enemies for your node for the Elven Devastation node. I hope I could show you a really nice build that will be really good, that will bring you really far in the Infernal Hordes, because it utilizes every aspect that you will need in the Infernal Hordes. Honestly, I don't know how good this build will be in pit, but unless you don't want to push far into the pit, Infernal Hordes are better anyway. So yeah, it is really nice. Also ask questions in the comments down below, and also write down in the comments below which class and also which build are you playing at the moment. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would boost my channel tremendously, and I would appreciate it a lot. And also follow me on my Twitch channel. Until the next video, bye.